Hello, hi, it is me, Razai. Small town Didi. You're a Khadi and these your internet. I'm back. Hello, yalla, hello, new people. I see that we have a little bit of a jump in our subscriber count since I posted the our South African men and women are compatible video that attracted some new people. So hello, new people, welcome. Do let your people know about me. I am your Khadi on these your very internets. Thank you for joining us, you guys. This girl, Slim Kim, set the internet ablaze earlier this week when she posted about how her favorite thing to be is skinny, and her biggest fear is not being there. Okay, if I can find a clip, I'll put it here.
My favorite thing to be is skinny. And I fear you cannot say that out loud, but it is my favorite thing to be, and it is my favorite fear to not be. And this is just for me personally. This is all personal to me. But I just wanted to say it out loud because honestly, it's all I think about. It's all I think about. Okay.
Because it was reported so many times that they took it down. I don't know if she managed to put it up because she didn't seem like she was backing down, but she did come. Somebody did ask why she feels that when she just explained that she holds a lot of weight in her face and her ankles and it forms a cankle, and she doesn't like the look of that, right? It was all very tongue in cheek and stuff, but in every joke, right, lies the truth. And it was a think piece on think piece. People are coming out telling us their little takes. Oh, it means this, it means that. Now, I may have had a shocking reaction to. In fact, when I first saw it, I cackled. I was like, yeah, girl, thank you. I felt seen. It's like, what is this fat bitch talking about? I felt validated. I often talk about, I believe in the economics of skinny. I see it around me. I see it work for less talented people who manage to get ahead because they've got that currency that is skinny. I, like him, think about thinness more than listen, if you were to open my brain and see how I would be embarrassed, I would need to perish immediately if you were to see how much I think about it as a fat person. I obsess about it. I want to be it. I've wanted to be it my whole life. When she said what she said, I felt less crazy. I felt like she was validating what I think thin people have that I don't have. Um, and it was problematic. I can acknowledge everything else that other creators came out to say in terms of what thinness is rooted in, which is white supremacy and patriarchy, all of that nice stuff that they come with that particular group of people. All of that stuff is true. All of that stuff still holds true. And then at the end of the day, not to be that I'm an individual type of bitch, but to just be at the end of the fucking day, I really do feel like my life would be better if I was slim like him. And I felt seen by that skinny girl. And I don't know what else to tell you. Yes, I have all the other opinions as well. I don't necessarily, I think it's a lot to put on her. It is very tongue in cheek for me, you know? I think it's just because we are being bombarded with the Ozempics. Trump just won the election again. Thinness being such a core tenet of whiteness and all of that stuff, feeding that monster. The if you can say the space is sort of ripe for this to be kind of the reaction. It was always gonna take off and set the place like ablaze the way it did, simply because there's so much in the air already where it's like, well, Kim, you're not helping with that, are you? Right now in this moment, that's the exact thing we don't need. And that's why that happened the way that it happened. And I suppose her choice of words by saying, I fear this might be something controversial to say, stung for some people or stood out for some people, because it's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. We know this. This This is the thing people are fighting against. Stop acting like you're Harriet Tubman, like you're not. You're not Winnie Madikizela Mandela for saying this. Like, you are not, it's not that deep. You're not a revolutionary for saying this shit. But again, there's truth in her saying it because look, she did say it, and lo and behold, she was dragged up and down. Okay, up and down the TikTok streets. She was dragged, and you know what? Yeah, she's oh my god. I really like, as a fat person, I'm like, baby, don't have these opinions, but I have them. I do. I don't know what to do with them, but share them with you guys. And I'm just like, guys, I think about skinniness a lot. I think about, in particular, Cynthia Guewu. And I think I project a lot on that woman, and I need to cut that shit out. But for now, we're here. Let's have a chat with Cynthia Guewu. If you aren't aware, that's our OG beauty YouTuber. Like when the Jackie Annas and everybody was popping and stuff, she's really the first South African girl whom I can recall who was like, I can do this. I can teach the girls how to do makeup with products that they can find themselves. And on top of that, she also is a luxury hand. She always came through as a luxury hand and all of that stuff. And I look at how her career has trailed. And this is not me minimizing her accomplishments, me trying to make light of whatever. And then I remember when Mitali arrived in the scene, I was also one of those people watching Mitali early on when she was giving us the vlogs and the makeup stuff. And everybody was like, I love how she just uses like affordable, like products that we can all find and click. That's not why. That is not why we took to that girl. We took to that girl because that girl fucking looks like that. And one of the things that she has that Cynthia doesn't have is that she's existing in that body that she's existing in. I really see a different career for Cynthia if she presented like a Mitali. Now, granted, going first doesn't always mean that you are going to get the biggest share of the pie. In fact, going first sometimes can mean that everybody gets to learn how to not do things from watching you fail in front of everybody, right? But the content was on point. The journeying was on point. I mean, we met her where we met her, without a partner. There's a partner now. They 2 kids later. I mean, she really is that girl, except she's navigating the world in that body. And this is why I'm saying I feel like I may be putting on her. I just feel like she's overlooked. And I try to find other reasons. One of them can perhaps be that she's Zimbabwean born, South African raised, and doesn't speak any African, like an African language. Perhaps there's that barrier, but I doubt that. Okay, maybe the girls feel like they can't bond with her because she doesn't drop in a little Kilobedu like I do on here because that's what I speak. She doesn't say something in Zulu a little bit, like a little saying, that a catchy thing. Perhaps that's why the girls aren't taken to her, but I don't think so. I think like when the black girl luxury thing took off, she was an automatic fit for that thing. If the girls were really looking for luxury or somebody who likes a high end brand lifestyle type of person, automatically they should have gravitated towards Cynthia. In as far as South Africa, where we are, if they were looking for a girl to bond with over that type of stuff, but the girls didn't go there. They didn't. And you cannot convince me it has nothing to do with her, with how she's showing up physically in the world. You cannot. You simply cannot convince me of that. I can't take it. I can't believe it that that's what we're gonna focus on. And the little micro trends, not really micro, they were quite a thing, like clean girl, black girl luxury. What these little steps when people were saying, "Hey, the spaces feel very exclusionary." Chloe, I've got to what you shut up, you fucking jealous bitch. That's what you always saying. And here we are. Do you see the build up? The road to white supremacy is paved in beige. Mm. It's paved in but what are these? Wear a quiet color palette if you want to attract a high value man. Don't be a little skank with long nails. Wear natural, soft colors. The road is paved in this shade of pink that I adore and love. The road to white supremacy. Because here we are now, full on in the belly of a privileged black woman sitting on the internet and being able to say things like, I fear I might get canceled for this, but being thin is a personal vice of mine. And the biggest thing I fear in the world is to not, and then fat me all the way here in Africa, nodding my head, going, that tracks. That looks like that would be a nice life. And that's how the structures are maintained. That's how they stay in place. It's the little things. Kimberly Nicole Foster did that video on Black girls deserving more than luxury. It's one of my favorite videos that she's ever put out. She spoke about, and she was drug. She's another one that a lot of you don't want to listen to what she has to say because aesthetically you feel she might not be serving what you want, right? Especially when she was still getting her shit together and she mostly had a little cute fro out and stuff. Now, obviously, she's a rich black woman who has, like, braids in the summer season, and then she has her straightened hair in the winter months if she chooses to wear her hair like that. But she has things now, right? Tangibles that automatically give her more value. So when she has a take, you now can't call her a hating, jealous bitch, right? You just mad you don't got what Jackie has. Because we know you guys hate when we say anything about Jackie. And I'm not even, this is not a Jackie problem. I'm not putting it on her. But she does exist in that space. The transition she made to Lavishly Jackie, the brand, it's very much like attuned with everything that exists in that space. And I don't understand why we need to dance around it. We're not demonizing her, the creator, because she goes like, she puts in effort to call things out and say this and say that. But the world in which, like, her content, her type of content is existing in is very much Slim Kimmy type of content. Lots of women came out who look a certain way on TikTok to condemn basically what Slim Kim said about, oh no, you don't. We've seen this. A lot of our friends that we went to these private schools with, the white girls developed eating disorders very early on. The reason we and everybody's nodding along and listening because why they have the right look. It even takes you buying into white supremacy to listen to a critique of said thing. Wild, wild, right? Because I said, it's, oh, you are just mad that you fat and you don't fit this aesthetic. But if I fit the aesthetic and I critique it, oh, there must be merit to what I'm saying. Oh, my brain hurts from just having to process that. But I feel seen and validated by Kim. I will never stop. Um, I will forever be in the pursuit of skinny. My whole life, all I've wanted is collarbones. I've been told to let them go, that I'm never going to get them. I mean, guys, like, my obsession with skinny is something that I look at, like, when I'm watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or the after shows, I am looking at everything. I look at the size of their thighs, and I wonder what they eat to stay at that weight. And I'm just, it's such a struggle for me. And I don't think I can ever get over it if I never realize my dreams because I've tethered the two. Like, my brain just cannot separate them. In my mind, my success is linked to my glow up, and my glow up, like, at like its foundation is stop being a fat bitch. Like, quit that. Not cool. Super uncool. So it's a hard one for me. It is, but I see slim people and I'm like, I wonder what that feels like. I wonder what that tastes like. And hearing from Kim let me know that, yeah, it is in actual fact delicious. Kate Moss was right, and nothing tastes as good as this feels. And it's sad to have to sit here as a fat girl and have to say that out loud and know that I don't have the tools to work through this shit and come out on some body neutrality shit. That's not me. That's not me. I'm just gonna be like this. I'm telling you now because I've been like this for like forever. So the chances that I can unbe like this is just, I don't know what it's gonna take, but it's not fun. It is rather sad. I'm not having a good time about it. I'm just being honest with you because the camera's on and lying. Well, I have to remember the lies. I'm not doing all of that shit. But that's all. That's all I want to say. A lot is happening with Slim Kim. I think the takes were on point. There were so many angles to take. People were right. If I find some interesting points, especially of the women that present the way I say they present, and that's why people listen to them, that's why all of a sudden there's merit to their argument, right? Versus if it's just like regular, like, okay, girl, whatever, you just a hater, they're just proving your point and wada, wada, wada. And this is why I also say that the fake concern over the diabetic people or the people living with diabetes rather who aren't able to get their medication because you guys are too lazy to go to the gym and you just want to be skinny for not putting in the all of that fake concern. It has nothing to do with anything. It's got everything to do with the fact that some people know that this is the only thing they have in terms of social currency. Skinniness is the only thing they have, and they are living in fear that you fat bitches with face. Because one thing a fat bitch is gonna do is serve some fucking face. You fat bitches with face are also now gonna get skinny, and then now like I won't be able to compete. Like I would actually have to get a personality as a skinny bitch. Like what am I gonna do? Unlike Slim Kim, she has plenty of that and smart and you know she's articulate. She's actually a pleasure to watch. If you go down anything else that she said, this just happened to be something that actually blew her up, worked in her favor. She's now, you know, she found her skinny village, right? She found bitches like me who are like, you go Kim, you Kim. She's found us and we're now like rooting for her. It's not her entire personality. She's plenty of shit that she's saying on her page and stuff, you know. I mean her name is Slim Kim, but you know, whatever, okay. We're not here to rag on the girl like that. We're not doing all of that stuff. But guys, I just realized that I've like light just on the side. I was supposed to record just from the side, but I can't do shit with you guys because you all have some. Okay, I'll get a light for both sides so that it doesn't need to be this poverty stricken and stuff. See, Cynthia's shit will never be on this janky type of shit. It could never be. The fake concern. I was here. You all are just lying about that. You don't care about the diabetic people. You just care that your fat friend is now going to get all the male attention that you usually get. Yes, it's always about men. Well, some of you actually, it's about like getting that job and getting that gig and stuff. But anyway, that's it. Mwah, mwah. Bye, Ella.